Did the United States National Guard recently conduct an operation in the nation's capital that resulted in the discovery of thousands of dead and dying children in tunnels under the city of Washington, D.C.? No, that's not true. This recent resurfacing of the "children in tunnels" myth is a part of the baseless QAnon conspiracy theory that is not supported by any publicly available information, nor credible witnesses. This story has been laundered, meaning the original publication was erased or put behind a paywall after the story began to circulate. It continues to spread in copied posts and blogs. The story originated in an article from a website called realchiefpolice.com. That article is now inaccessible to the public. The copied text of that article appears in a post where it was published on February 14, 2021, under the title "Remember Those Body Bags at FedEx?" It opened, quote, "This post is very difficult for me to write. It took me some time to confirm the happenings in D.C. But it was confirmed. I was sent pictures of some of the tunnels and children in those tunnels. I cannot show those pics. It is too horrific. I am sorry I looked at them. Everyone has seen the thousands of body bags waiting to be shipped. Now we know why. There were still tunnels and dumps all around the world that needed to be cleaned up. In the DC tunnels there were thousands of children who were half alive and thousands that were dead. They had their organs harvested. Many were half-eaten. I have never seen anything like it. These tunnels in the dumps were there since that monster George H.W. Bush ordered them built, and have been used by every president and Congress since then, up until Trump. Epstein, who is still in custody, informed the military about these. Epstein is continuing to give intel on tunnels around the world. The military informed Trump in Jan. Trump ordered the operation and moved out of the White House so they could go in and take care of it. That is why so many were there." End quote. This is what the post looked like on Facebook at the time of writing. Source: Facebook screenshot taken on Wednesday, February 17, 18 hours 59 minutes and 55 seconds 2021 UTC. The word "DUMBs" used in this sense represents deep underground military bases, or DUMBs. This grisly story of abused and cannibalized children has been resurfaced several times, with the underground facilities and tunnels being located in various places. None of these stories ever was backed up with factual reporting. The article alleges that Jeffrey Epstein is alive and in military custody and sharing intel about more tunnels. This is not true. Jeffrey Epstein was found dead in a New York City jail cell on August 10, 2019, while he was awaiting trial on federal charges of sex trafficking. The medical examiner's autopsy report ruled his death a suicide. Epstein's body was claimed from the medical examiner's office by his brother. The photo of the tunnel that accompanied the article has been circulating on the Internet for many years. LED Stories was not able to identify the location of the tunnel pictured in the original photo. It has appeared in many haunted asylum blogs. One Spanish-language conspiracy blog had included the tunnel in a montage dating back to March 19, 2017, used to illustrate an article about the baseless conspiracy Pizzagate. The Pizzagate conspiracy theory could have come to an end when an armed 29-year-old man, Edgar Madison Welch, stormed into a D.C. pizzeria on December 4, 2016, where he believed children were being sexually abused and tortured. Welch turned himself over to the police when he was able to see for himself that this was not the case. The conspiracy did not end with the arrest of Welch. This Conspiraciones y Noticias Actuales was still pushing that narrative months later. The gruesome myth of children tortured underground in tunnels has resurfaced again and again with no factual evidence ever provided. Image source: screenshot Conspiraciones y Noticias Actuales, February 17, 21, 3:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Some of the posts copying the text of the realchiefpolice.com article or playing on the theme of satanic rituals under DC have photos of the Capitol building showing a large earthwork construction site. This is a real photo from 2003 when there was a tunnel construction project at the U.S. Capitol building. This photo appears in an informative The Warzone article from thedrive.com. The article features many photos of a variety of different Capitol Hill tunnels and explains their use. The website WashingtonTunnels.com is still growing but has additional maps and photos. Image source, screenshot thedrive.com February 17, 21 6:35 p.m. At Real Chief Police was a Twitter account that spread QAnon conspiracies. The person behind the account used a Patreon subscription system to provide content to a members-only audience.